Hi, my name is Melissa Kleiss and I am your instructor for STAT243Z for the summer term. I am so excited to be here. I hope you are too. This is going to be a great term. Before we get started, before I show you around my blackboard, I want to let you know, give you a little bit of a heads up that this is an 11-week course that we are shrinking into 8 weeks, sorry. So it's going to move fast and there's going to be a lot of material and the workload is pretty heavy. Just wanted to let you know that because it's already a pretty work-heavy course. So make sure you stay on top of things. Please don't put things off to the last minute. You got this. I am here for you. I will do whatever I can to help. So we're going to jump into Blackboard and I'm going to show you around a little bit and where you can find things. It's going to look slightly different than the way it looks when you jump in because it's in teacher mode. I can't jump into student mode until it is open for the term. So I have to show you in teacher mode. So once we're in the home page, you see your sidebar right here. Almost everything that you're going to need is going to be found in assignments and lessons. So I'm going to click on that right now. So here we have the link to our optional Zoom meeting. So I love it when people come to the Zoom meeting, especially when there's great discussions, but we all have lives and things are crazy. Sometimes you can't make it. It is okay. I record every Zoom meeting and then I upload it within a day of the live class. And it'll go in this folder right here, this recorded Zoom videos folder. So you will still be able to access the material. There are also pre-recorded videos in the folders. And I will show you those in a second. Our Zoom meeting technically is supposed to be from 5 p.m. to 7:50, but I can tell you I don't want to talk for 3 hours. I don't want to hear myself talk for 3 hours. Our class will never go 3 hours. I think the longest class we will have is about an hour and a half, maybe slightly longer than that. So in general, you can expect class to be an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, not 3 hours. So just letting you know that that is not the case. So I want to show you right here, there is a link to tutoring services. We have some great tutors that you can access via Zoom. Also, the tutoring centers on all the campuses are really amazing. We have some great tutors for this particular course. Before I jump into the actual material, I'm going to go down here. We have free Microsoft Office products for students, RCC students. As long as you're a student here, you have free access to Word, to Excel, and to all the Office products. Excel is required for this course. You cannot use Google Sheets. You cannot use numbers. You need to use Excel. So if you need to download that, if you don't have access to it, it is right here. So please do that. Now let's jump into where you can find the content. Every week on Sunday, I will open up the next week's materials. So this right here is week 1. I'm going to click on the week 1 folder. This is all the stuff you're going to need for week 1. So this box right here tells you what textbook section to read, and it gives you a PowerPoint. So this PowerPoint, I highly recommend printing each PowerPoint. Print them two or three to a sheet and take notes on them. While you're watching the Zoom meeting or you're going through the video, take notes because you can use your notes on the test. And taking notes directly on that PowerPoint is going to be super helpful because all the graphs I use, all the data sets I use, all of that is going to be directly on those notes. So it is a really great idea to print those. You can print for free on any RCC campus, or if you have your own printer, that's pretty awesome also. These videos right here are the pre-recorded videos I told you about. I am a better teacher now than I was back in 2020 when I recorded these. So these work, these cover the material, but the Zoom videos really are the better videos. I've had some people watch these ones ahead of time before the Zoom, and then that way they kind of had a little bit of knowledge before they went to the Zoom meeting, but whatever you'd like to do is fine. So this right here is the Chapter 1 homework. I'm going to click on homework in a second, but currently that's right there. Chapter 2 information and Chapter 3 are right here. Once again, PowerPoints, instructional videos. I'm going to talk about Lab 1 in a second. We have a lab the first week. Before I move on, I want to let you know, normally homework is due on Mondays. However, the very first homework, this Chapter 1 homework, is due the first week of class on Thursday. We are required to have an assignment turned in the first week of class for attendance purposes to show that you have been interacting with the class that first week. So as an instructor, I'm required to have something turned in the first week. This assignment is pretty short. It's not too difficult. If you either attended the Zoom or watched this video, you should be just fine. All right. So I'm going to get to actually we'll do homework in a second. So there's some helpful videos down here. This shows you how to plot a histogram on your calculator. These are instructions for the first lab. I will go over it in class, but also we've got the instructions right here. So if you need to watch those for review, there they are. This is the lab assignment. Also right here is the discussion forum. Discussion forums are 5% of your grade. For the first week, I would love it if you introduced yourself. Tell me a little bit about you, your hobbies. Tell me about your family, what you want to be when you grow up, any of that kind of stuff. I would love that. I don't have like specific rules each week of what I want you to post about. I want the interaction to be more natural and for it to be a meeting place of sorts so you all can have your class community and get to know each other and help each other. Post your questions about the content there. If you see some cool statistics out in the wild, post those there, or just tell me how the week went for you. Whatever you need to do, post that there. All right, I'm going to jump into an assignment. I'm going to let's go to assignment 2.2. We use a site called MyOpenMath that we integrate with Blackboard, and we use that for the homework assignments. So I'm going to click on the homework assignment, and this is what it's going to look like for you, and you can progress through or you can choose whichever question you want or whatever. So let's say that you are struggling with, I'm just going to pick a question. Let's say that you're struggling. I don't like that one. I'm going to go to one more in the beginning. Okay, let's say that you're struggling with this question right here. You're like, I don't know anything about this. I don't know how to answer this question. There's this little message instructor button right here that you can send me a message. The message will come to me through MyOpenMath, but I will respond to you in Blackboard. I will always respond in Blackboard. So you can click that there, and it actually sends me the question so that I can respond to you. Also, if you want to send a question through or to the forums, for some reason it won't copy and paste. Like if I tried to copy and paste this, it doesn't work pasting it into the forums. And everybody's homework assignment looks a little bit different and the questions are in different orders. So what I recommend doing, the best way to paste these into the discussion forum, is either take a screenshot or you click message instructor. Let me show you how to do this. Then copy the whole thing. Copy the whole thing, open a new thread, and then just paste it into the thread. Sometimes you're going to have to make it a little bit prettier. I don't know why it posts all this stuff right here. If you are a techie person, you might know better than I do. But so then I can just paste it in here. Then please type your question up on top. If you type your question in here and say something like help in here, it's harder for people to see where you're asking the question. So please type it up above. Same thing with sending me a message. Please type up above. Type up above so I can find it. It's a lot harder for me to find where your question is if you're typing it in the body or underneath. Same thing with replies. Please reply on top. All right. So that tells you about your assignments. I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to go back to Blackboard. Okay, go back to Blackboard. And I want to go to the tests and syllabus tab right here. So the syllabus is located right here on the top. If you click on it, it will open up and it'll show you your syllabus. This is important also. Here are your test dates. Test dates are important. You're going to want to know what those are. They open Tuesday mornings at 5 a.m. They close Thursday evenings at 11:59. They're 90 minutes long unless you have some sort of an accommodation. So please give yourself plenty of time. Give yourself plenty of time so that if you have an error, if you email me at 8 o'clock at night and you have some error happening, I'm not going to be able to answer and help you out. Don't start it at 10:30 if you know it's due at midnight. Give yourself time for things to go wrong. Down here is instructions all about downloading the lockdown browser that's required. We have a lockdown browser that doesn't allow you to open up other windows. So here's the instructions on how to download that lockdown browser. I will be giving you a practice test a week before the actual test so you can test out the software, because I would not want you to find out that something's wrong computer-wise or software-wise during the actual test. So I'll give you a practice test so we can test all that out. All right, let's jump over to the syllabus. Here's the syllabus. Just like that, the assignments and lessons page, here's our link to our Zoom meeting, information about that. Here's how to reach me. I will respond to you within 1 business day if you send me an email or a message through Blackboard or through My Open Math. I will be mostly unavailable on weekends because I do have family, but I will try to check at least once every day. Remember, college is closed on Fridays, so weekend consists of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So here, this tells you what the prereqs are. We have a textbook. The textbook can be checked out of the library. The library has a lot of copies of that textbook. Go down there, check it out. You do need a TI-84 or 83 calculator. You do need the lockdown browser. You have to use Excel. I already explained how to get Excel. You need to get those. The TI-83, 84, or 84 graphing calculator, you can check them or rent them from the library. It's pretty inexpensive. It's like $20, maybe $30. I don't know exactly, but you can rent it out for the whole term. They're limited supplies, so get it early if you need one. Or if you're going to buy one, make sure you get that taken care of. Yes, there are online emulators, but you can't use that during the test. So please, please, please get your calculator. They are required. You will need them. Grading information. The homework is the online through My Open Math, and we have 5 labs. You must use Excel. I will not accept a late lab. You will have 5 late passes that you can use. Save them for if anything goes wrong in your life and you need them. That's what the late passes are for. Don't ask me for extensions. So that's what the late passes are for. If you need to turn an assignment in late, that's what you use those for. They extend it 48 hours past the original due date. If you use a second late pass, it adds another 48 hours from the second due date. Tests, if you take it late, if you give me notice, like say you say, I don't know, you have some reason why you can't take the test on time, you let me know on a Monday, hey, can I take this test late for XYZ reason? If it's an appropriate reason, that's notice. The test hasn't opened yet. It's an automatic 10% penalty for taking the test late. If you don't give me notice, like let's say you email me at 8 o'clock on Thursday night and you say, hey, I'm not going to be able to take the test on time. I waited until the last minute. You're going to get a 20% penalty. So that's unfortunate. Please manage your time well. Please do that. Manage your time well. Take your test within that 3-day period. Don't wait till the last minute. No tests may be taken more than 48 hours past the due date. I can't open the test up for review for the rest of the class until everybody has taken it. So please be respectful of your classmates and get it done on time. If you've waited 48 hours past the test due date and you haven't taken it, you are out of luck. You have a 0 on the test. There will be a final project. I'll give you more information about that later. You must complete the final project in order to pass the class. And I'll give you, that's 15% of your grade. Here's the breakdown of everything. Pay attention to that, please. The let's see what else we have. This is important. We have a schedule of assignments. This tells you all the due dates, tells you what we're covering during each Zoom meeting. So pay attention to what those are. Take a look at those. Make your plans around those. If anything changes, I will send out an email. Make sure you check your email regularly. That is the primary form of communication I will use. And then all the other policies, please take a look at those. One thing I want to point out, Googled answers are not appropriate. I know what Google says. I've been teaching this class long enough. I know what Google says. If you Google the answers on your homework or quizzes or homework or anything, tests, whatever, you will receive a 0 on that question. Do not use AI. I have 3 AI detectors built into my browser. You will receive a 0 if you use AI. Please don't do that. All right. I think that's about it. I think that's all we have here. I want to offer an extra credit point. I will add the extra credit point to your first assignment if you listened to this entire video, if you've made it this far, either in your introduction of yourself or through a Blackboard message to me. Tell me if you are a cat person or a dog person. If you want to send photos of your fur babies, that is absolutely fine as well. And if you do that, I know that you watched this video entirely, and I will give you a bonus point added to your first assignment. Thank you. I'm so excited about this term. I look forward to seeing you on Zoom. Bye.